just gonna go live, and then
Okay.
we'll so yeah, and we'll just do it, and I'll just add her when she comes. Okay, because this is a great conversation. You know what I mean? I was like, this is what stuff
Mm-hmm.
people are gonna want to hear. So, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Typical Skeptic podcast. I titled this episode "Honoring James Rink: Memories, Healing, and the Path Forward." I have two of James's closest friends. I would say, Priscilla is coming; she's on her way, and I have with me Oksana Buchanan. They worked but side by side with James for a long time. They were very close with James. They had a group chat together. So, they would know him the best. And but besides that, we're going to get into, talk about what they do. They're both healers. They both do hypnosis. We'll get into that, and we'll kind of just go wherever. And like what I was talking to Oksana about, and a little bit more about my guest. Like I said, they both work closely with James, and they're both they do hypnosis, they do trauma recovery, healing, spiritual work. So yeah, but Oksana, thanks for coming on. How are you?
Good, thanks. Yeah, glad to be on your show again. I told you, you're just amazing in the way you do so many shows. I don't know a single person who's doing the same you do. I was just like wondering how you do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. But we were having a conversation before the show about entities and like how they get attached to people. And I thought that was really interesting what you were saying. You were saying like Reiki people, they tend to have attachments, you were saying.
Yeah, because we looked at Reiki. See, a lot of telepaths I looked at Reiki, the ecological Grifasi method, the Italian school of regressive hypnosis method, and you can see it's in a big egregore. So whenever you see ceremonies, using symbology, using they have the ceremonies when they go upper like higher in rank, right? And they use some sort of symbols attached to Reiki, level one, level two. That just means it's like some sort of cult, and it's usually connected to entities. When we looked at Reiki, we saw dragons, multiple telepaths from different countries saw little big dragons attached to. Um, so basically, the thing is, what they do, these entities or dragons, they steal energy,
Hi.
right?
Yeah.
Hi, Priscilla. Yeah, Priscilla, I was trying to figure out, did you take my regressive hypnosis course? Because there's a lot of people who brought to my course also, like my friends. And you said
Hi.
you worked with my
Hey,
friend,
good to see you.
Theater.
I can't hear my Oksana really.
Ah, okay, okay. Put your
Hold on.
headphones on.
Trying to fix my camera. Hey, my internet wouldn't work. Then my camera wouldn't work. Then like I had to um do a restart my computer. I was just about to take my phone. Hi. Sorry.
Good to see you, Priscilla.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy to see all of you. I'm so sorry.
She's kind of
Oksana, I'm
good.
happy
Oh, it's
to see you.
okay. I
I'm trying to
understand. I
make
have
my
kids
screen
too.
big. Oh God. Like my heart is like boom, boom, boom. And everything was set. I was all good. I was chill. And then I come and whatever. I should have known.
Yeah, well,
I can't
sometimes
hear
they
you still. Can you hear me?
interfere, as you know.
Can you
We
hear
can
me?
hear
We
you.
can we can
We can
I
hear
hear
you.
can't
Can
hear
you
you.
you
hear us?
for a while, Oksana, though. Can you hear her?
Yeah, I can
We
hear
can
her.
hear
I can
you
hear you
both.
too.
Yeah, I don't hear her. Okay. I'll come closer.
You don't hear Oksana at all?
Well, a little bit. Just like far, though. How are you?
Okay,
I'm
well,
doing
just
good. Good to see you, Priscilla. I'm glad you're
Yeah,
here.
it's good to see you guys, too. Yeah.
yeah. Priscilla, I was trying to figure out, did you take my regressive hypnosis course?
Yeah, we did it together. You remember, like, I kind of helped you. Like you come along and like, you're gonna be like a kind of like,
Yeah,
you
you
remember?
would be the one who people would practice to do hypnosis on if
Yeah,
they
like
were
an
like
example kind
good
of thing.
at
You told me
going
because
under. Yes,
you
yes,
just
yes,
like
yes.
slipped it under my door like that.
Yeah, yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Because
but you
I
showed me
invited a
everything I
bunch of
know.
friends.
Yeah, you showed me
Yes.
everything I know. It's really good to see you. You look good. I would hug you.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks.
yeah. You
Yeah, it's
too,
perfect.
Rob. You
Nice
too.
to
Oh.
see you. Yeah, it's been a while,
I,
but
I was
Yeah.
I was kind of telling Oksana. I was telling Oksana, I was like, Priscilla's kind of like my secret weapon, you know, like you're like, you,
Yeah, well, everything I know really, it's Oksana showed me, and she's the one that like showed me like to give me confidence, like to prove to me, not prove, but help me experience things and everything, and cross reference, and it, like that year when I first met you, and after that, like that was like in April of 2021. Yeah, I know because I have the timestamps and everything on my regressions, so I see it often. So I'm sure I think it was like the 7th of April, but I'm not sure about the date. But either the 7th or the 14th or something like that. Anyways, and yeah, we did the session. Like James asked you to come and do the session with me. You remember?
right.
You?
Yeah, he would always ask me to do sessions with
I'll send you
people.
the
That's
the
great.
the transcript so you remember because I
Oh,
have it.
nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He wrote it.
really?
You remember
He
he
would
would write.
always type. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, he would
yeah,
always
yeah,
type.
yeah.
We would
Because
never
we would do
record.
the regression, and he would just type it all in. I don't know how he would do that, but we were like not
Yes.
paying attention to what he's doing. But yeah.
yeah. I
Right.
So
was
I
gonna
have it
say
written.
for the people that don't know, you guys worked really closely with James Rink, like more than most people know. Like you were probably closer with him than most people. Like you guys had a group chat
Oh,
together.
he's my
Oksana
good
said,
friend. I love James a lot. Like a lot. Like my brother. Like I love you, and I love Oksana like a lot. You know.
yeah,
And James, he was different. Since like maybe a year or so. So I mean, and I had told him, I cannot hold my tongue. I'm I'm not good with time, and I cannot hold things back. If you want to know something. I'm not too hard to get the things out of me because I just can't hold it. I'm just gonna tell you. So anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I had told him, I was like, "What's with you?" And he looked at me and he smirked, kind of thing. So I mean, he kind of knew I knew, and I wasn't gonna do anything about it. But we kind of looked at each other, and we knew each other enough to, like, I didn't say anything. It's not my business. Like it's not that. It's not nothing bad about it. It's just that he was under maybe like a lot of stress or something. I don't want to say things, then things get out of hand because I love him very much, but I couldn't talk to him like I used to. You know, so
what do you think was going on, Priscilla? If you had to
you want to
guess?
make me
Like,
talk? You don't even have your torture things and everything. So come on. No, I'm joking. No, like, okay. Um, since all them guys went to Montauk to have the camping thing and sleep over there and everything, you know, he was different. Something happened over there. So, I mean,
yeah,
I know things. I don't need to talk about it really, and I was kind of waiting to see what people would say, but people don't say nothing really. Me, I didn't watch anything of no one, but I kind of asked, around, but you know,
yeah,
I
yeah,
know what you mean, Priscilla.
yeah.
It's very hard to talk about it. There is a certain thing, the energy change. Some people thought maybe, he was substituted with a clone. Others felt like it was a different energy signature.
There's body
Uh,
snatchers, like he got snatched, he was out of that body, if I can speak
yeah,
freely,
the energy
and
body was above his, like it wasn't inside the
yeah, it
physical.
wasn't him, like he still had attached to it because it's his energy,
Right.
but I mean he wasn't like the first player, let's say. Maybe sometimes he still was, but not all of it. And I guess that's what made his body change, you know. So
Yes, and
yeah.
that's what I told him. I tried to communicate with him about it, like before. It was couple, maybe a week before, that he needed to disconnect from SSP because I felt like they kept like, and we did a session together. I posted on my channel, and it's still there, but I put it in private for now because I don't want people, some people. There's different understanding, different consciousness level of different people have, right? It's all a path for everyone. and sometimes it's hard to understand that sometimes they can use devices, there's technology, they can
Yeah,
extract
but
you from a physical and hold you on the spaceship. And that's what the session was about. They kept doing it to him and holding them on the operation table, literally on the spaceship. And
I
that's
know
what I saw in the session.
that's
And I
crazy,
said,
Oksana. That's crazy
I
that you're saying
know,
that.
no, I
Because
have
you and me, we don't even
goosebumps.
talk, right? We don't talk. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure that Rob, he knows because I told Rob stuff and I told him, don't say nothing. Do not talk about this to nobody. Okay. Because we need to see what's what and who's going to say what. Because me, I'm taking this very seriously. James was my friend. You know, I'm not fucking around with this shit. I'm sorry, people.
Yeah.
This is not a show. This is our lives. Okay. This is our lives, yo. This is not a joke. Everybody's like, haha, that ain't funny. No, no, no. Our friend's
Yeah.
dead, man. You know,
Yeah, I
like your
know.
friend,
Yeah.
there's a few of your friends. Like I want to, I won't get mad. I'm gonna keep, mamacita
Roxana.
gonna stay quiet. Okay. But what I want to say is that I saw stuff, you know, like before he died, and I did things, and I tried to talk to him, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get an answer from him. And after I saw he was dead and everything, I was tripping so bad because I'm gonna say it right there. On my birthday, November 25th, and I have all my screenshots that what I shared with you. I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna say everything, but I'm gonna say it's part of it. November 25th, just like that. Me, you know, I often do things in the astral, but it's never like premeditated. Like I'm gonna go and sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna go whatever. It's never like that. I always do like my exercises and things like that. And often it's that when this happens, I tap in, and then if whatever I you know, it goes with intuition all the time. Anyways, I thought about him intuitively, and I went to see him like in my mind, right? And when I saw him, he was on a fucking like on a bed, on a hospital bed, and it was a pocket reality, and he had all these tubes on him. And me, I don't think when I do that. Well, I do think, but I mean, I go with my instinct, right? So I grabbed him and I brought him in my secret space where in crystal caves, right, where with the bioluminescent like uh, plants and everything. And it's like I never told this to nobody, like this place. He's the second person I brought there, but I brought him there, and we have to go like behind a waterfall and everything. It's super cool, but I created this place in my mind, right? Like I probably it's you
Mm-hmm.
know how it is. Anyways, it's like my entrance.
Mm-hmm.
I had to blow this shit up once. I had to blow it up after like the first time because I had brought somebody. So I blew it up and I brought, you know, it's like super fast in my head. But anyways, I brought him there. And then when I got the information that, you know, that happened, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God. Because I had messaged him on the same night. I was like, James, are you okay? Can you just tell me if you're okay? Because I told him, I'm gonna try and work on you. I did this. You know, I told him, I messaged him to tell him, of course, I'm not gonna, but I know that he doesn't mind. I know that I can access him all the time. I know he trusts me. So I just did it, you know. Anyways, sorry, I'm extrapolating here.
You're okay.
when I went back, when I went back, James, and it's not, you know, it was super cool because he was like, his body was super like perfect, you know, like was doing weights and stuff, and he had two girls with him, and he was laughing and he was eating, and he was drinking out of the, you know, the fruit of the loom thing. Like, how do you say that thing?
The
You know, the
cornucopia.
yeah, he was
Cornucopia.
drinking out of that, and he had like two little horns, but not horns in a bad way, like horns in the way of Moses, let's say like enlightenment or whatever. And me, I always saw James as kind of like the green man or like an elf, you know, like he's ancient elfic
Yeah.
being. So yeah, he was like in his god form, and he was laughing and everything. So I was like, okay, I didn't stay long, I just checked and everything. I was like, wow. So he's good, I guess. You know, it was kind of Valhalla or something. He threw a party in my place. But, you know, and then I was listening to everybody and I was trying to make sense out of it. So basically, when I saw, and then, you know, like there's this thing that happened that I'm trying to understand, because in between that and that, I was posting on Facebook, and me, I rarely look at people's posts. I post and I go because I'm busy, you know, I don't have time really. But I did when I posted something, I think it's on the 27th. I'll have to look. I think it's 2 days before, because he died on the 30th. So on the 27th, I think I saw on Facebook a live with him, with James, Christy, and Steve. And me, I thought that it was live, okay? But I kind of messaged real quick Christy about it, but I didn't go into detail with no one. She said, no, that's an old video. So then I was super confused, but like time, sometimes it's just like us, we kind of, we fluctuate, so maybe it was just like a marker for me, because when I saw that, I didn't go into the live, but I saw the thumbnail and it was like, we rescued James last night. So I was like, what? Because I kind of did that the day before. And I kind of saw Steve on my site, but I didn't really pay attention to him because me, I always work alone. I never contact no one. I just do my thing and that's it. And I know Steve very well, so I don't pay attention if I see other people, what they're doing, But when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then she tells me it's not on the, you understand what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not explaining properly, but that's fucked up. I was like, whoa. So then I waited a day or two for me to calm down, to be able to center and not be super emotional about it, because I didn't want to front load, and tell myself that I was seeing things because I wanted to see them. So after that, I went back and he wasn't there anymore. He was on a ship, but he was like on a, even now I kind of see him, and he's like, he has a white suit and he's like, at the end of a table. So he's like a captain or something. And it's a super big ship and something and something like that I'm seeing right now. Like, yeah, like a Superman vibe off him.
Someone said in the chat that there's an Order of the Green Man. Michelle in the chat.
The Green Man and all that. Yeah. It's like yeah, the horned god. Like yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. So like, yeah, that's like really
pagan Nordic vibes to it. They have many names, but there's it's frequency more than a name. It's hard to label that, but whatever label. He was in his glory, and I know James, like I know him from before, and he was not like, my friend was gone, since a while. So I mean, I'm just like.
What's scary about the whole thing is he was friends with Renetta, and I was good friends with Renetta Jones, and Renetta Jones died in May, and now James died in December. That's 2 people in a year from our community, and we were all supposed to do an event together. It was me, James, Renetta, Brad Olson, and a couple other people. We were supposed to go and look at those mountains in Texas that Renetta found, where she was finding things in the mountains or whatever. And I don't know. I just thought it was weird that both of them were on the flyer. Now they're dead. And I'm kind of worried a little bit,
I don't know about Renetta. I don't know about Renetta. I don't know her enough. But James, I kind of feel that in the perspective of the whole narrative, that his since he had been like unable to really master his physical body in this reality, I guess he just decided that he would have a bigger impact maybe from where he is right now, because there's a lot of others right now, like right there, and a lot going on, and with the frequencies and the like shit's about to go down. There's a lot going on, a lot. So me, I've been super quiet, and I'm not at all like into interacting with other people in the communities. Well, yeah, a little bit, but not so much, because there's a lot of people who it's not even their fault, but they don't really understand the depth of what's going on, what they're doing, and why, and everything. And me, I get super so I've been doing my thing.
Attachments, and they got mind controlled, and
yeah, they're running agendas. Yeah,
even texting back and forth. I feel sometimes almost psychotic energy going through.
It's crazy.
People, it's like an energy attack, constant, 24/7, and
I know.
need to disconnect. But about the spiders, I told James. James created 3 people chat with Renata, me, and him.
Yeah. Wait, Oksana, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Can you turn your mic up a little bit? Someone said in the chat.
Hear you.
Yes. Can
that's better.
You hear me better now?
Yeah.
A little bit better. That's a little bit better. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
And I told him I see a huge spider attached to her back. Okay. And I said she better remove it, Because see, in sessions, I need a person, conscious mind, your body, and your subconscious mind to work together.
Yeah.
Because if you only work on a person, like let's say you tell me, my friend, can you work on him? Okay, I can remove everything
It's
from
gonna come
him,
back all the
but
time.
it'll
The
come
person
back
needs to do it. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he consciously has to want it and
Hmm.
know.
And
Because
know that
sometimes
it's
I just,
done.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's done. To confirm it with his conscious mind, okay, I wanted it to be done. Thank you, it's done.
Yeah.
So I can do a session on your friend, but you have to tell him, okay, Oksana is gonna do a session on you tomorrow,
It's
and then
temporary.
we'll send you a recording of the session. You have to listen to it right away and confirm that everything's done is done, and you accept it, okay? So this,
I'm
and I
sorry. I'm
kept
trying to
telling
fix it.
she has to remove the spider, and there was like no answer from, her
I know.
about it.
They
And
just like,
what can
you
I
know,
do? I can only tell you what needs to be done. She was digging too deep, okay? Whenever you cross the line in your investigation about certain beings, spiders is a huge egregore machine that controls and infiltrated the matrix. Spiders are connected to many, many people, a lot, hundreds of thousands of people,
yeah.
and they want their share of energy from people. Once she
It's
started
a really,
digging
really,
about that, exposing the
yeah.
truth,
But it's the
then it
thing
wants
is
her
that it's like
life.
cybernetics, you know? It's
Mm-hmm.
cybernetics,
Mm-hmm.
it's tech and fourth dimensional tech. So it's like and it's very real. Like there's a lot of things that are patent, like that's not that, but comparable for people's minds to wrap around that this is not like a dream thing. That's it's merging, and
Exactly.
all that's happening. It's both sides also, like the merging of the exterior densities with this one in the bad ways, but in the good ways also. It's like it's always the pendulum. So we have to try, and I think I personally try. I hate saying we have to, but I personally am trying to do my best to be very conscious of everything and observe what and why and how and everything, and be very very cross-referencing, and like I'm feeding my flame, and I'm training in every part that I can train in, and that's it. I'm doing all I can. I'm trying to. I'm doing the business. I'm doing the kids. I'm doing the house. I'm doing everything. So I mean, I know I'm good. So everybody can just like do their best, really, with this, and stop playing and stop acting like babies and thinking that this is like a show or something, because this is very real. Like they're talking about it at Congress and all of that. So I mean, you know.
Yeah, well, the truth is being exposed because the
That's what I
vibration of
mean.
truth is too high. It cannot stay low anymore. It has to get to the surface. But the problem is, some things, Priscilla, you and me might know, but if we started talking about it in public, I mean, we would get targeted. Our kids would get targeted,
Oh, of course,
You
but
just
I mean,
don't, that's why you
I'm
don't do it. Mm,
let's go.
but,
For me, my strength is not with talking about it on internet. My strength is addressing it in these sectors,
right. Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
with nobody's business, and I just do my thing, and that's where I have the most influence. Because talking about it, awareness, okay, but the people that don't really participate and aren't in it, they just see this as like entertainment and super entertaining. Yeah, I know, but I'm not for, but and disclosure and things like that. I mean, well, right now it is in Congress, it is in the mainstream narrative, and if you listen to the people that have like a lot of money and all that, the people that run this world, they're all saying that that's the number one thing that's going on right now on Earth. So I mean, me, I really don't pay attention to the opinion of people, but just putting that there, just as like, if that's like how you cross-reference your things, like, well, it is there. And another thing I want to say about this is that it's like there's not one morning that all these people in the government that they decided, oh, they had a change of heart, we're going to tell the people about things. No, 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 no. They're probably back against the wall. That's why they're doing what they're doing, and now they're wasting time, and they're blah blah blah. And me, I keep telling them, don't listen to what the humans say. they're gonna lie. Like, like the crew in the sky, because there's crew in the sky right now, So yeah. Boom.
Well, what people don't understand is like, people look at this as entertainment, and like you said, like it is entertainment, but we also lost our close
It ain't,
friend, and he was
it's
our age.
not
Like I'm
entertainment.
45 years old. James was only 45. Like I feel like I'm still
Yeah.
young. Like I feel like
We
James.
are young. We are
We lost
super
James
young.
too early.
Yeah, of
We
course
lost
we are
him way
super
too
young.
early.
And a lot of people we lose. A lot of people we lose with mental problems, and people going in the wrong reasons doing the things for the wrong reasons. We need to remember why we're doing this. Like, it's not for the likes or the money or what. Yeah, we need money. Of course we need money. We need money. Okay, but we need to look at the system, and maybe if you want money, you need to look at the system and how you can work the system to make your money. Not with this. Like, this is like we're ninjas, like this is real life war we're doing. And what I'm saying with Congress thing is that the Department of War, they brought all the generals, all the whatever, and the guy, I don't know if you looked at it, but he was like doing this big speech and everything, and I was like so aggravated. I was like, oh my God, I had to turn it off. But the thing I want to say is that they changed the Department of Defense for the Department of War. Okay. And they have no intention of like stopping what they're doing. There's like genocide everywhere. Look, Oksana, I lost you when they started doing the war in Kiev. That's where I lost her right there. And I'm not blaming nobody. I'm just really like, okay? Like, oh my God, this is not entertainment. Period. Oh, I'm shaking, like, for real. And what I'm saying is that there's war, and it's in this realm and there and everywhere, and now it's like being merged in the narrative of the humans, because this thing, the projects and everything, it's in Congress right now being talked about. I'm not saying they're talking about good or bad or properly or whatever. I'm just saying that it is. So everybody on earth is aware, whether they want to understand it or not, that this is a thing that's going on. Like,
yeah,
all
but
the other
Priscilla,
wars.
I agree with you. It is in Congress, but they're not going fully deep like we want them to. They're not talking about
Not the
military
point. That's not what I'm
abductions. They're not
saying.
talking about secret space programs. They're not talking about
No, they won't.
SRA abuse. I mean, they could go so much deeper, though, right?
Yeah, but they won't right now. But they're like back against the wall, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do it. And it's negotiations. They're not gonna bomb everything. Like, we're not trying to kill everybody here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the
that's
purpose
true.
of
Yeah,
everything. We're trying to make everybody survive and be okay, and that's the point. My point every day, and my everyday purpose, and all I think about in my life is to make as many people as I can okay. So we're not always watching our backs and not always struggling to know what we're gonna eat tomorrow. And like, if somebody's gonna follow us, whatever, everything, blah 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 blah, where and put it. That's my goal every day. So I mean,
you
everybody would
really
have
live you really live that too, Priscilla. I'll just give you credit. Like, Priscilla's really a good person, guys. Like, she really is. She's like one of the best people you'll ever meet in your life, honestly.
That's not
She really
what
is a
I'm.
good person.
What I mean is that everybody can do it. Like, everybody should. We should, because nobody's gonna do it for us. Obviously not. This is like cardboard world 2.0. Me, I'm like, boo. I don't have words for my energy, so I'm so annoyed with all of it. I'm like, no. Damn, James was my close friend. I mean, this is like, I'm trying to compartmentalize myself with this, because like with everything, I still have to take care of my kids, and I have to I don't have to, but I want to create the business. I want to do a lot of things. And I have a lot of things that I really want to do. So I need to stay calm and not get arrested and stuff like that, I'm joking.
Priscilla, but the thing is, like, we talk about the government and stuff, like, who are those? Are they really people? They're not people. Normal person with a soul would not
There's a
go
lot
into
of
the
people that don't
government,
have
would not
their
become a
bodies anymore.
politician.
My family, sometimes I wonder, I'm like, who are you? Body snatcher. I said that to
Handlers.
more than
They're
one
your
person in my family without,
handlers.
they don't answer to you. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just, and then you come back 10
That's
minutes
how
after,
it's
and they ask you if you're
designed.
going to eat supper because they made supper. I'm like, okay. Or whatever, Sure.
Mm-hmm.
We need to not
NPCs,
react. Like, we need
because
to really be ninjas. I don't know how to say it other than this. It's no joke.
Yeah.
It's real life.
Yeah.
I'm laughing, but I mean,
Yeah,
Oksana, you were
that's
going to say
oh,
something. You were saying about the people in the government. You were saying they're not really people. You were saying.
their DNA is not human by any
a
means.
lot of
They
humans are not human right now.
shapeshifters. Some, I see reptilians go into their bodies, go out. Some of them are just like a reptilian nature and everything's
Do you
reptilian,
think
including
that? Do
DNA.
you think that?
They just your eyes are supposed to, decode them certain way, and that's why they use technology. If you didn't have your eyes, if you put like eyes that could see more than just 3D, 4D, 5D, you would be amazed. We're surrounded by reptilian beings, draconians,
Yeah,
reptilians, greys all over, you
the kids
know.
they see them. My kid, my youngest, he always
Shadow
tells me like
people.
the nature of the energy of the interface person, because I think that a lot of people, it's not that they're bad or good or whatever, or necessarily just reptilians, but they're so like flat base running, just like not knowing, like just on.
NPCs,
And
no
I was like this
soul.
before, so I'm not judging at all, but because of that they can be looped in by another consciousness. They don't really realize. Then after, maybe they're like, I don't know why I did this, and then they just go with it because of ego. They're like, well, I don't know, and they convince themselves. They have inner chatter that they like convince themselves, but it's not even them. And me, when I have weird thoughts, I'm like, wow, nah, that's not me, that's not my mind saying that. Like, what's that? and
Hmm.
and then I have this big bug spray in my mind. I'm like, psh,
Right,
whatever,
because they
Rex.
use technology to insert thoughts
Yeah, but
into
we
our
have
heads.
technology in our minds. We are super powerful. It's just everybody needs to get that. And once you get it, they can't do anything against you. It's just that people don't do it. They don't even know. Like, we've been so programmed generation after generation after generation, certain things very specific, exactly
Hmm.
where it hurts.
Right,
Yeah.
It's
not to
no
use our imagination, not to believe in our telepathy and
yeah.
everything,
Oh, it's just a dream, it's just an imagination that doesn't exist, blah blah blah. And then you acknowledge the existence, but it's like exterior acknowledgement. It's not core acknowledgement, like it doesn't sink in really until you really experience it. But most people are get really scared because of all the programming, and so then they close, they shut down, and they don't want to. And then it's everywhere you turn. It's
Yeah, it's true, but no, you must admit their telepathic abilities are just like crazy, to the
yeah.
point that, I asked my child from all the which candy, like a snowman, Santa, or let's say bunny, which one did I eat? And she knows exactly which one, and I know which one she did. Or, there's this blind bags of like little toys, and she says, well, I'm getting the purple one, I know for sure, but there's like 10 of them you can get. She
Yeah, there's
turns
energy
out
on
it's
everything. There's
purple.
links on everything. I know,
Uh,
it drives me crazy. I'm like,
right.
I just don't want to like. And the kids, they're like, they don't super listen, to us, because it's this generation like that. So there's certain things that we can do and certain that we can't really. Well, we could, but if I wanted to be a police officer, I would have gone to police academy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be
Mm,
like on a at his doorstep, like waiting for him to do something. Because as soon as our backs are turned, they just do it. They know that there's no
different
soup.
generations, and
Well,
it's
no,
different
not big
programming
things, but
of different generations
kids,
for sure.
my kids.
Yeah. Well, all we have to do as parents is just to let them be and, say yes to everything they do and see. That's all.
Yeah, not so much. I have to talk to them me sometimes, because I got little boys that are really like
Boys are a
intense.
little
Oh yeah,
different
yeah. So
sometimes. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't let them do whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, no, no. I'm in terms of, like you said, a lot of people would just ignore when kids like
Oh yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
daughter, like, Mom, I see a gray, I see a shadow person, I see a mermaid. And there was a friend with hers like mermaids don't exist. I
Oh,
said like I see them
I
too,
have to tell you
and she
something.
looks at
After you
me
made me
like
think
that's
about
her
this.
mom said.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And I even touched that person because every time you say something, it's for a reason because it impacted that little girl who didn't believe in mermaids, and maybe now she's awakened and
yeah,
she remembers what I said back then when she was
yeah,
little, you know?
yeah. But the kids, they like in the push and pull. It's like us, you know. Some days we
Yeah, we're
really like
learning,
see
we're
a lot.
experiencing.
Yeah, and some days they don't, you know. So sometimes, like my kids, sometimes they're gonna be super open to like all this, and sometimes they're like,
They don't
you
want to do
know,
it. It's overpowering.
indoctrinated a little bit. Depends on their mindset, you know. Yeah,
You
everybody
know what?
changes a little bit, but the kids they're really stuck in a, you know, because they're growing up and they have all these others that are the other way, and the school. You homeschool still? Well, you're getting their kids are getting older, right?
Uh,
How old is
no,
your
no, no. They're all
young?
going to school, but Miriam went to school when she was 9.5, so she
Mm,
wasn't programmed by
exactly.
school. That
Yeah.
the very first time she went at 9.5.
Oh,
But
how'd she like it? Does she like it? Does she
she
think it's
likes it
okay?
now because of friends.
Yeah.
But she
They
knows
know,
some
eh?
things, what she can
Oh, I know.
say, what she cannot tell them, what they. So she knows who are matrix people, she knows who are
Yeah.
not, and she
Yeah.
even tells me, "Mom, we can talk about this stuff, but don't tell it out loud." Or she says, "Switch to your language," because you know.
Yeah, but Jaden, he knows also. Jaden, he's really like my partner, you know. He's always my partner in crime, and he's always gonna come and tell me about stuff that's like out there, and he knows. But Andrew, you know, he's really like other people's beliefs and you know impressions, and what will others say is really like more important. Like he's kind of yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember just like I today was thinking,
It's not from
remember
me.
how we used to send pictures like out of the window? We would ask James, "Is it snowing there? How cold it is?" And he would
Yeah,
just say, "Oh no,
yeah, I know.
it's not that cold." I mean, he's been with me when I was in Chicago. He saw us move to Florida. He was with me here. And you know what? Every
Yeah,
time he would come to Florida,
yeah. He was
he
close to you then at the
he
end.
was
It's true.
close to me a couple times and it would not work. It would not work to meet, as if some force would always put obstacles, and it was like huge ones, okay? Um
Did
Yeah,
you
I know
did
and
James.
you end up meeting
You know, I
Oksana?
know
Did you
him.
meet James in person?
I
Oksana.
no, I haven't met him in person, even though he was in Fort Lauderdale. I'm in West
Yeah,
Palm Beach, like whatever,
you did
30
right when you went
minutes
to the
away
conference.
from. No,
N-
every time would stop me.
No,
By the way,
Rob. No. Okay.
No, because I went to the Full Disclosure Now conference. I didn't go to James's conference. I missed it, you know. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
was
he was.
supposed to be
Yeah, yeah,
twice on his conference. First one,
yeah.
something happened and I got sick. And second time, by the way, second time I kept telling him 2025 is the year when you should not do anything, James. You low down, you take care of yourself, you preserve energy. How many times? And he would always call me, Oksana, I came up with this date, October 8th. Is it a good date or not? Can you look? And I'm like, James, no matter what I look, that year is not good.
yeah.
And I just like
Well,
knew something was gonna happen.
you know what some people were saying, like when I had Gene Decode on my show, Gene was saying that he doesn't go to any conferences at all, and he's like a big name in our community, you
Yeah,
know
I
what I
don't
mean?
want
But
to
he
talk
said
to no one.
he never goes to any conferences at all. You know, he said, and
It
a
makes
lot of people
sense.
are saying that they don't go do these conferences at all, and that's nothing against anybody who's thrown a conference. I have all respect for everybody throwing these conferences, but like
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's like time to chill a little bit, you know, on
Me,
these. I don't know.
You
I
can
can
do
say that in
conference
the past two
online.
years, yeah, in the past 2 years, I've realized things that I would have never wanted to realize. You know, I realized that some people are really, really, really bad people, like way worse than you can imagine because they pretend to be your friend. Like that's the worst ones. And most of
Mm-hmm.
them, it's like that. Most of them, and you tell them and they don't even acknowledge it. Like, they're so much mind control, not just in this community, like everywhere and everything. So me, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my thing, and I will, buy land, and like I'll buy guns and stuff, and well, throw food and be like, bang, and that's my plan. I mean, right? Yeah, I got something in my pocket. It's this. Like,
Mhm.
no, man, I don't want to anymore, because so many people hurt my feelings, and I'm like, why do you want to do that? Like, why how come people are like not real and stuff, like not just like in relationships, but in projects, and they're really true why they're doing things. And me, I'm like, no, man, I'm not gonna wait on no one. I'm just gonna do it, and when I'm ready, everybody that wants to come, they can come, and that's it.
Yeah, because Priscilla, I mean, as we know, there's an energy body, like there's your soul, and it's always fighting with your conscious mind. Conscious mind, when we come to the, body is a computer. It belongs
Yeah,
to the matrix. Computer
yeah.
is programmed certain way. Computer is programmed to hate the way you look, not trust yourself, not trust in your abilities,
Yeah, but
always
me, I
criticize
reprogram
yourself.
my brain so good. Like
I
me, I
know,
really,
but you
really
did it,
reprogram my brain.
but
Like my inner
people around
chatter,
you
I would really
not.
notice it. And if I can't stop it, I'm gonna talk to it the exact contrary, like the opposite it's saying to me. I'm just gonna repeat it until it's the other thing that it's saying. It's just programming. It's just
Mm-hmm.
repetitive programming. So me, I'm like,
Yeah.
we have to do the little things that we can do, and then it just picks up, little things that you can do that don't matter really, that don't change much, let's say. But when you repeat something on and on, that's how you really get to do it. And we have to not just talk about all this, we have to master it. Like we have to, this is like I said, this is very real, so we have to be as good as we can in every sector, right?
Right. The thing is, you know what I noticed my own experience? I knew it in theory, but I experienced it in practice, in life.
Yeah.
So whenever you talk to the person with entities or is mind controlled or taken over, possessed,
I'm
you
smoking.
would always start getting like this conversation with that person after the life is gone, done, after you talk to a person.
Yeah,
This
the
person is
energy, you need to
constantly
notice the
back and
energy.
forth
Yeah,
thoughts about this person, and that means you got an attachment from that person, or that
yeah.
person is an energy vampire.
And it's not always
once
our fault, but
once
it's
I
not your
stop
fault
talking
neither.
to these people, I have clean mind. I don't have thoughts. I literally don't have thoughts. But I can tell you this: after James was gone and I started investigating myself, what happened, I started seeing this big spaceship above the roof of the house, and I
Hmm.
started getting the tin 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 in my left ear, which I've never experienced. I knew that was an implant. I took it out because they put it overnight. That's where
Oh
I
yeah,
leave the body, and that's when they can do it.
yeah.
And they started saying to me, "You're next," like in this energy of fear, like you're
I'd like
next to
them to
go
come and
after
tell me that.
him. No, it's
Me,
that.
I
I'm
always
just
do my
saying what
my
kind of
cleansing though,
technology
like
they
every day.
have,
Yeah.
so they can shoot any, and because look how many people
That's what
do
I mean. We
something
have to do our spiritual practices every day. It takes a minute to
to
imagine your
clean
energy
yourself and
flushing
to
and
look
your
at
shielding.
yourself.
It takes a
Right.
second, as much as we do our program setting, because we can program it like for it to be always all the time, like ongoingly, let's say optimizing to every new shenanigan whatever against me. But if you do it on and on and on every day, well, it's going to be running way more powerful than if you do it once and then you forget
It's
about it,
on
you know
autopilot.
but then you just
Becomes.
think about it and it all clicks in 1 second in your mind, like it's mind. So you just need to repeat these things. At first it's complicated, but you don't have to do it a certain way. As long as you do it and you kind of see it in your mind and you tell yourself this is for this and this is for this, you put rules and laws in the astral that you repeat yourself all the time, and then you're going to be more okay. You have to do it though. That's what I mean when I say it's really real. It's not just like talking and pretending. We have to kind
Right,
of do it.
because we don't see a lot of times, we kind of know, but we forget. Like you
Yeah,
know that you have to
but we
program
have to
your
practice
food
it.
or your water, you have to talk to your water, but who
Yeah.
really does it? Do you
Well,
really
I
do it
always
every
kind of do it.
day?
Me, I have a mindset that everything is kind of sacred because I try and
Mm-hmm.
counter the bad here. So I'm gonna try and input some wholeness, you know, the whole spectrum of the codes of everything, you know, so everybody can be whole because everybody's fragmented and everybody's hurting and everybody has their reasons to be a bitch. But I mean, you know, everybody has to
It's a
grow up.
design. It's a matrix design.
Yeah, but
Everybody has
everybody
to
has to do it
suffer and be
themselves.
traumatized
It's
since
like you
birth.
said,
Okay.
we can't do it for them. We can show them, but they have to practice, and it's practicing, and then you do stuff and you face stuff, and the things that are put in your face, it's for you to master it. You know, like we have to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
I don't have much
it
empathy
only
for
happens
nothing
with the
anymore. Like, yeah, but no,
certain
yeah,
consciousness level that you go towards, and
I
then
know,
you
you know.
analyze everything that happens because everything is a sign, a signal. You have to decode every event because every word is you hear during the day is for a reason there. Everybody you see is for a reason.
And it's
It's all
tiring. I
science.
know people get tired and they want to, you know, they want to watch TV and unplug. But I mean, when you're
Mm-hmm.
unplugged and you're not, you know, that's when you get problems. I mean, this is not fun. No, it's not fun for sure. There's no fun here for no one. Like, you know, we're
No,
all
it's
going
not.
through it. And even people who pretend that they're good and everything, I don't think so. Like right now, nobody really knows exactly what's gonna happen and why and all of it. We're all freaking out a bit. Some are just hiding it
Yeah.
more than others, you know. So I mean, we just have to like gather our strength, you know, and try and be courageous, you know, and be strong and not, you know, trust nothing else than your interior feelings, because that's, you know, like everybody has these capacities of feeling, but we have to recognize it. Like try and notice when you talk to people how it makes you feel. Like right now, me, I'm feeling super good. I'm feeling like chill and everything. And I was feeling like this before, but then I went to eat and I went to interface with other people, and I'm like this, and then the things didn't work and everything. And you know, everything is really interactive in this reality. Super interactive with us. We have to kind of own this also, because me, if I'm okay, it's like everybody's kind of okay and everything's doing good. But if I'm not okay, nothing's okay. So not just with me, it's everybody's like that. Like we all have our own like interface of the reality. So you're the center of game player of your, you know, reality. So
Yeah,
It's a good
it's
point.
true.
it's not nobody else's fault, really. Yes, but no. You know.
Yeah.
What we need to focus on, I think, is like how we prevent more people in our community from passing so early. Like we lost Renetta, we
Yeah,
lost
we need
James.
to stop.
How, we need to stop this, like, and figure out what the hell is going on, and like how do we
It's the
fix it.
wrong
Sorry,
mindset
I
right
just
now.
when I saw you spark up, Priscilla, I smoked a joint. I took a
Yeah,
couple
I know.
hits of a
I'm
joint.
smoking a joint too. I have to. We're all gonna end
I
up
had
that
to,
crazy
you
things.
know, but
Yeah, I listen to techno all the time, and I do my training, and I'm like, thank you, universe, for techno and weed and beats and all that. Because I would go crazy. Me, I'm like, bye. I'm gonna whatever. I don't want to talk to them. You're here too. You ate. You're good. Everything's clean. Everybody's good. All right, bye. Because you know we kind of have to, because they don't, and that's on us because we had multiple children and everything. Not everybody, but I'm talking about me and Oksana. You know, it's not like,
Mm.
yeah, everybody has their
yeah,
share, and yeah, we have to be courageous and stop addressing this like it's a show. It's not.
Well, the thing is, like, a lot of people don't realize it's a very smartly designed body, the cage for the soul,
Mm.
and also that the body is trying to take over, and then the soul doesn't have access to work through you to
Well, you
get you
have
on
to.
your mission path
Yeah,
because your soul makes up an idea what you can do to make this better, to
yeah.
figure out the plan how to
You have to
escape
connect to your
this
pillar. Yeah.
prison slash hell, we're in. And plus, what they do, they put you're usually born in a family, like James was talking about in the short video I sent some of you. I mean, it's on his channel about his family, and he started talking about, he didn't want to talk about, but I do know about his parents and about his
Mhm.
childhood, and it's done on purpose because the stronger your light is, the stronger you are as a soul, then the more they want to kind of beat you down since birth, okay? With
Yeah, they know.
different
You see down
traumas,
my
with people around.
my
Yeah,
setting
yeah,
right now.
It's
exactly.
like being targeted by the Matrix, right, Oksana? Kind of
All
like
the
Oh
this.
yeah,
time, all the time,
totally.
through everything.
They
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there's invisible scanners around us, and some people come to me for sessions and
It's a
they don't want
hologram.
me to see their face, or sometimes not even voice, and I'm like, well, I can connect to you just by knowing your first name. Because I tell
Yeah.
them, don't tell me anything about you, but hey, you cannot hide away from this. We're sitting literally inside the fishbowl, and they look from all the around us, at everybody of us. If they record your life and give you a life review, what do you think? They know you better than you know yourself. They have imprints of
They
all
better
your
not.
fingers, all your faces at every single year of your life, every
I
second
know.
of your life. You cannot hide from them, but what you have to
It's a
figure out.
it's a holographic projection system for
Right,
consciousness, but here
exactly.
it's like looping. It was, because it's getting better, because it is getting better. Us in the higher realm, we can go see, we can kind of see it there. Here it's kind of chaos, but it is kind of clipping back into the what it's supposed to be. But
Mm.
yeah, it's like it's not what
Because the
people
time
think.
is over for the program, basically.
We're overriding
So,
it. That's what we're
yeah,
doing, basically, because we're anchoring it and we're consciously interfacing between the realms, because that's what we can do and they can't. So
right.
that,
Yeah, yeah. Plus the re's kind of like the timeline
yeah,
that
the
we
technology
get to the
also.
timeline when it's over, when you open up the system and figure out their secrets and how it's working.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, look, even politicians now, like, I don't watch the news by over here. Sometimes what, people are watching in the house, and it's like, wow, they're talking about, yeah, we're in simulation, it's a
I
matrix
know,
thing.
I
Yeah,
know.
just a politician.
That's what I mean. It's merging. So us, we already know how to interface with the game, and that's what our most powerful thing is that it's like to
Mhm.
program the data that we want in a cohesive way, because we kind of are cohesive, because like we didn't talk in a while and we're kind of still doing the same thing, seeing the same thing. So we are
Right.
in the realms, and
Yeah.
we're not super conscious of everything because it would be way too much for us, and also it would make problems and all that, that we don't want, and all
Right.
of it. There's so
Mhm.
many things, but what I want to say is that we're really, I don't want to be cliche, but we're kind of one in our channel of music that we want to play right now in this sector of the orchestra.
The only
We're trying to,
problem is,
yeah,
right,
but we're
like,
getting there. I know
yeah,
there's,
but like Rob said, I support him. There is a big attack happening on
yeah, of
people
course.
right now because they want our souls. And
No,
all
I
it
won't have it.
takes is the wrong person you deal with this year, especially as I see
Yeah, we
2026,
have to be careful.
then they will pull you back on a different timeline when
Yeah,
we didn't win in a way,
that's
because
the
they can
thing.
take your soul and put in another wheel of torture,
Yeah, but they
life
can't do
after
this for super
life.
long anymore. They've been doing it
Yes,
on
we'll
and on and
figure
on
out
and
at
on.
some point, but I want to leave. That's my first life and my last life. That's what I always
Well, I want to
say.
leave, but I want to bring everything with me. You know what I mean? Like I
Mm,
You
want to
want to
bring
take your
everybody with
family
me.
and
well, you're gonna bring
yeah.
Not
experiences,
just
of
my
course.
family, the whole thing. Because me, when I bring the codes, I bring it into the grid and I shoot it down. And everybody that's on my frequency can get it and spread it around. So if we can spread it and get a cohesive toroidal field with that and everything, we're gonna be okay. Everybody, we're gonna bring it all. That's what I'm
And
trying to do. But I mean,
Priscilla, I
yeah,
don't
that's
know
what
if
you
you
meant.
realize, like you emit Priscilla emits a really high energy. Like it's
my
really it's good.
camera just dropped and everything. That's why I'm on this weird camera, because it's not working anymore. I didn't touch anything. This
You
I
technology is
mean,
breaking.
because of your energy.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for anything. You can bring it because we have to, and everybody can do it. We just need to look inside ourselves and what drives us. What's your thing that makes you want to be a superhero? We'll go there because superheroes is going to be just as real as the draconian and everything. That's my mindset because all this bad thing is real, but the good thing is real too. It's always the polarity, and we're like
Duality.
mastering the whole spectrum of it right now. That's what's going on. So everybody can do it, and the more we do it, the more we send the reality of it to others, and then they can try it.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
I don't. Yeah, what I meant by that was like your frequency, like you're like so like high freak. You're like you emit like
Yeah,
amazing
I
energy.
always bring this
Mhm.
up everybody's ass. Woo! And be like, woo! But my
Yeah,
intention is always to reconnect everyone to their pillar, so they
yeah,
can, get back their codes because everybody doesn't have all their information. So they're
yeah.
like in a shell or something. It's like they have their umbrella over their heads, and that's all the programming and all the, the heavy, indoctrination and everything. It's like running the thought forms, and the thought forms they connect to the humans, and the more humans think something, then it's temporal war, like she said, because
It creates
everybody
egregores. It
can
can create an
notice.
egg. Platforms can create egregores. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, for
Yeah.
real. It's a real thing. Like, let's say alcohol. Okay, everybody that gets drunk, they have the same behaviors, or about, to a certain spectrum, but it's about the same thing. So that's an
Yeah,
egregore, like a powerful one. Okay, because
yeah.
it's been years and years that people, if they get drunk, well, they have this behavior. So everybody that gets drunk just taps into that frequency of a movie, if you want.
It's like they get possessed. If you think about it, it's
Running
almost like
movie
they black out,
narrative.
and then a spirit possesses their body, and then they just go crazy when they black out. You
Yeah,
know.
Because
everybody's
frequency
crazy here.
drops when you drink or smoke or whatever, and then at
Mm,
that low frequency, you get resonance with the entities at that level of
I
frequency.
look like I'm a ghost, all right?
Wow.
You know,
It's weird, huh?
each medication brings you down to certain level of frequency. There are many of them,
Pharmacopoeia.
and each like yeah,
It's witchcraft.
octopi, or
It is. It is witchcraft. It
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
even
mean,
the
there's
thing with
different
opiates and
entities I see at
everything.
different levels, and depends how
Well,
low you go, you would get attachments from that
everybody's
particular
medicated.
layer.
It's all for that. It's all made
It's
for.
in
Uh,
our water, even that stuff. That's why we're trying to do, what we can, distilled water,
sigils.
whatever, but
They put
still.
sigils on the
The,
pills. They put. Yeah, it's all witchcraft. Everything is. And it's
mm,
made fun of because, but these people, they have no authority or power, so they use black magic. They use recipes. And these recipes, they work because it's like the egregores that goes with the recipe. It's like a certain
right.
channel. It's like a coordinate, if you want, of a certain thing. So that's why they have
Mm.
power, because they don't have power. No,
Well, technically, any name, even brand names of
yeah,
clothing
everything.
we wear, we all
It all is.
wear, you
It's all
know.
that and
So if
everything.
we
That's why
give
I'm
a little
sometimes
bit
we're
of
like, oh my
energy
god.
to each company, unfortunately, you cannot escape it because
I hope you know how to, net and thing. We're gonna have to net our clothes with hemp, hemp
yeah.
trees
But
on
you
my
know
land. I'm
what?
joking.
Once you know how it happens, you
Oh,
deny it. You
yeah,
refuse
Yeah.
it.
exactly.
Like
It's.
you're
I'm joking
wearing
with all of
brand,
it, but for
but you
real, without,
refuse it, so
you're
you
right.
don't give energy to
And we
it.
can
We
program things also with good thoughts and cohesive thoughts. We can change things. We can change the
Mm-hmm.
frequency of things also, without a joke.
Right.
No, I was joking earlier, but they can do it, but we can do it also in a good way, in a holistic way, in a complete way, that it's not like a parasitic thing, you know?
Yeah,
Okay. Whew.
we had a question from the audience. This guy, he sent me a donation. That was nice of him. He said he's an aspiring jazz musician and he can't seem to break through with abundance. Like, so I figured I could make it a question for the audience because everybody's trying to get more abundance. What do you guys think people have to do to like manifest more and get into abundance, especially like this guy who's like a musician? And I heard he's really good. He's like a jazz
That's
musician in New York
tricky.
City.
It's tricky because the narrative of abundance and manifesting is really like a new age kind of thing, and it has like frequency of siphoning. So people need to be careful with that. But in a good way, I think that the infinite abundance is always into giving. So with your mind, you can easily create more abundance for others. So that's what I try. I never really do it for me, but for others, when you just imagine it, so he could ask maybe somebody, some people, if they want to do it for him. But I mean, I don't know if you can ask it really. You can ask it, but it depends. It has to be heartfelt for it to be like good manifesting, because you can manifest with a lot of things, and you can manifest with, but usually it's the intention and the reason why and everything. And if you use your own energy, well, you can, interface with the reality and pull it in from your reality. You can imagine yourself like that already and pull that reality in without really expecting anything specific. It depends on what type of abundance and what he has in mind specifically, and the intentions and all. It's kind of,
But I think, my personal experience because I speak of experience, it's easier. When I started doing the sessions, I was so passionate about it, especially in
yeah,
the beginning. That's when the flow started going like
exactly.
crazy. When you don't think actually about the abundance, money,
Yeah,
you just think about like helping more people,
that's what I
or he
mean. The
thinks
feeling.
about
Yeah.
giving his music, his
Hmm.
high frequency music to more
Yeah.
people, spreading it,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
money
That's
will
good.
just go.
Hmm.
He'll always have enough.
Exactly. Yeah, it's true,
He
and you have
won't
to
be a
really believe it
millionaire because
also.
to be a millionaire you have to have attachments or contract with demons or devil or whatever you call that
Yeah.
entity.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise
No,
you
she's
will
right.
always have enough. Like even if you don't have enough, like aphesia, somebody would always come into her life and pay for her
Yeah.
or help her with
Yeah.
money that she needs.
Yeah, and you have to do little steps towards your
As
goal.
long
Also,
you're
I'm gonna take my
passionate
example
about
for
what
me.
you
Also,
do.
yeah, with the business, my goal, my project. It's a super huge, big project, and I'm gonna need a lot of money for that, obviously. But I really
Mm-hmm.
see it already. Me, I know it's done. It's been so long, and I'd say this, and I feel it in my spine right now. Like I
Mm-hmm.
know this is happening, regardless. But I don't know how. Well, I do know how because I've been working on it. It's almost done,
By
but
putting
I
energy
didn't know
to it,
how
and the
before.
energy will be
Like,
given back to you to
yeah, but I
fulfill
didn't
it.
know how before. I just believed in it really, really strongly, and my reasons were really good. Also, it was not really like just for me; it's for everybody that I can help, and I would want to like do one and do others, and I want to, do as much as I can. And I know I don't put
Mm-hmm.
limits to it neither, and I don't put any boundaries on how I'm gonna do it or whatever. And I try to do everything I can as small as I can, it's best, it's always like why, it's always the fire here, you have to get it here, your reasons, and you have to pour it in because we're creators. So that's how you connect to your universal self, your connection to the all, to the quantum reality, really. And
Right, and plus we're in a
stream that shit
physical
in.
reality. We have to do physically something. That's how we
Exactly, it's not.
generate
Yeah,
energy, which
Yeah.
becomes that what you want to receive or what you need. Because we need to feed the body. We need to, do stuff for the
that's
body
the
to
thing, we have
maintain
to
it
merge
like a
the
car.
realms, it's like
Right, so
nobody
we'll
says
be
it's going to be
given to
easy, yeah.
you. Right.
It's
Yeah.
You want it
crazy.
to be easy. People that want it easy, they go with the system, the current system, and they have that what goes with that. It's everybody's choice, really.
You
It's
have
a
to be
choice.
a matrix person. I have one person I know as a friend, and she's totally a matrix person. She loves
There's
it.
a
She
lot.
said that she would like to reincarnate. She loves it here. She loves fashion. She loves travels. No, I mean, yeah.
Take
And
it.
I,
That's
you
what I.
know, that's
But why
what's
not? They can.
interesting.
They
But that
can.
person always has a lot of everything material, but the
Yeah,
thing what she doesn't have is the understanding and even the wanting to know. See,
exactly.
that's why I'm saying to people, you cannot, in this matrix, you cannot become a millionaire.
That's
Trust
why I
me, you
mean,
cannot unless you are
yeah.
like totally, you know, undo all this.
You have to do
How can
side
you
things to make
undo
money if you want. It's okay,
if you
But
learned a
not with
lot
this.
already?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
You
I don't
can
have an
sign a
opinion on other
contract
people,
with
anyways. Because like,
demons, but
When you said
yeah.
you said she loves it here and she like wants to reincarnate, I was like, holy
She
shit, man!
told
I
me,
was like,
she told me she would like to have another life here for sure. Yeah.
that's insane. That's absolutely that's like because it's like you're like admitting you're so you want to be put back into an insane asylum. That's what I feel like this place is.
Exactly.
It's like a big insane asylum.
but
You
some
know,
people don't see
It's
it. You know,
crazy.
some people think it's good. Well,
No.
it is paradise on another level. You know, if we
it is.
me
It's
put
fun
me
here.
on my own or with people like you on an island with animals and stuff, it's paradise. You know,
Well, because yeah, if you only
it's
think at the surface and exist as the body, as the physical, you'll
Mhm.
be given all kinds of resources to have. She travels 4 times a year. She has everything, She's interested in like purses for $5,000 to buy. I have no interest in that. I want to dig deeper. Where's the truth?
Yeah,
How to break this programming? See,
And
once
some
you
of them
start
are
digging
aware of it,
deeper, you are
everything.
attacked
They just
by a
don't want.
matrix. You're a virus to this matrix computer, as
Yeah.
we all are with all of you and those who are watching
Sometimes I
us.
wonder how come they can't have their world and we can't have our world, and if it's really how it's gonna happen, because stuff is gonna happen. It is happening. I'm like, why do we have to all play in the same playground? Like, come on. Hello.
By
who,
design, so
who
we
do we have to
fight with
talk
each
to?
other. We don't
I like
understand,
joking with all
each
this because
other. We
it's so crazy.
yeah.
criticize each other and we get distracted by talking about,
I never
discussing,
do
all
that.
this gossip, all this stupid stuff.
I
It's
never
funny
do
how,
that.
like, you walk past by and, this young girl's 20s. Oh, what she said that. He said that and he answered this. And
It's
I'm
all
looking
about
at
the
them
he
and
said, she
thinking,
said bullshit.
wow, it's interesting. It's like a different reality. But they get
Oksana, you got
satisfaction
a
out of
message
it.
in the chat. This person,
In the
I don't know
chat.
if you know who this is. They said,
We need to catch
um,
up, Colin, this week.
yeah, yeah, someone who knows you. Sweet
Sweet.
Sweetie.
SRT.
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah.
I feel who it is, even though the name was changed. I know the name was changed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sweet. It looks like sweetheart, but it's sweet.
I feel the
Maybe
energy.
maybe it was
It's one
sweetheart
of
you
my
wanted to
trying to
clients
take you off
from the
the screen.
past. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm, yeah, that's
I'll
Yeah,
take
so
it
I
down.
nice.
mean, it's like people exactly me. I know that there's a lot of people in my life that I would want to have them think like me. I would want to make them be interested in the same things that me, and they're not. And I can't do anything about it. And the more that I'm gonna push or I'm gonna try, it's just me that gets hurt or
No, no, don't do it.
disappointed
You'll
or
just
like
waste your
aggravated
energy.
or yeah, but I'm
No.
talking about like my kids and stuff like that, or like my close family. So I keep
Yeah,
wanting
let
to
them
still,
be.
yeah, I know, but it's rough. It's
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 hard
like
to
there's a
do.
lot of parts that, and when we're weakened, when we're like, cause me, I let's say specifically my daughter, because she's getting older, and she's like, I don't give a fuck,
Mm-hmm.
so
They
she's
put
not
us in the
really like caring
situation we're
about anything, and it
dependent
breaks
on
my
other
heart.
people. We're
Yeah,
connected.
it breaks my heart, like really. And when I get heartbroken like that, I get like 4-year-old in my mind. Like that's when I'm weakened. That's what I mean. So
I
what I've tried
understand
to
you.
say is that we have to protect ourselves, protect
Right,
our hearts.
right. But see, that's why I said that they really thought hard about it, how to get us emotionally connected to our kids. But at the same time, consciously, you should understand your kids are not your kids. And a lot of times, your kid's soul was called by your partner, whom you're not even no longer with, or who is totally matrix person who never woke up.
Yeah,
And whenever
That's
you
deep.
get that
yeah. Because my
soul
daughter,
in
she
the
lives with her
body,
dad.
see,
I lost her. Yeah, I know.
exactly.
She's right.
Mm-hmm.
She's right because, and even when I see her, it's almost like I don't know her. Like she won't let me enter her sphere. I can't ask her questions. She doesn't.
He's in her, she is in his information field, electromagnetic field, which is information
Yeah,
field. So
she's
she
there to
absorbed
help
all
him
his
more, like
programs
kind of thing.
and
I
his
don't know. That's like,
algorithms of living.
yeah.
But if she wakes up one day, she might come back to you.
But
I
she's kind
just,
of
I don't.
awakened. That's what I mean. She's kind of like,
You
well,
can be
she sees
awakened,
things. Well,
but
she's not
not
awake,
so
but
much.
she's aware of the paranormal. Like she sees things.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I understand. I was aware of
that's
paranormal
what I
when I was
mean. She's got the
21 and my
interface, but
mom died, but not
she's not
awakened
interfacing properly.
completely.
That's what I mean, and it's making me really like aggravated.
Right.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's very hard to understand you as a mother, but I always remind myself, hey,
Yeah.
my children, they came here and they need, like, I remember Oksana in her
Your older
20s.
children are boys, though. Your girls,
No, I
they're
have boy, girl. Yeah, my youngest is a girl.
yeah, okay, yeah, but yeah, I don't know. No, you're right. Yeah, four. Yeah, I was thinking just you're older. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But the girls, they're with you. Like
But you
it's
know
different
what?
with
There's a
girls.
correlation
It's
with
different.
me being more awakened and having a child. The more awakened I was, the more
The
awakened
kids,
the
they woke us
soul
up though.
became.
The kids, they came with
Also,
the codes,
that
and they ignited. Like the back
it's
burner.
vice versa. Isn't it like,
Real.
in tandem, kind
Uh,
of going back and forth together?
yeah, yeah.
Because we always agree up
Even
there.
from then, we grew like a lot. Like really,
Right,
like a lot
right.
that we didn't want to grow though. Like I know that my heart got broken and yours too. So it's like doesn't kill you,
Yeah.
makes you stronger, on. Like
I accepted a lot of things because I
that's what I
know
mean.
people have to gain their own experience, and there's chances they'll never see the world the way I see. They'll
It's
never
worth
decode
nothing
it the way
complaining
I
all the
decode
time. That's what I
it.
mean. Also, you know, you
Mm-mm.
have to act on it. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we also, with our energy field and information field, interacting with them little by little, something triggers in them also.
Depends.
Maybe, maybe not. It depends on the
Depends.
plus. Remember, whoever you are with, if you don't
Oksana,
put
I live here
protection,
with my dad, my brother.
you're affected by other people. But you are
Yeah,
different. You're a different consciousness level.
yeah,
The high frequency is not affected by very low frequency around you.
yeah. But they're really like all like guys,
But they
and I'm
can
the
trigger
only.
you. They can
Oh, I don't
trigger
talk to them.
you.
I don't want to talk to them. I
Okay,
don't.
well, yeah, but you can still feel them maybe sometimes.
I answer
You
questions by yes or
know.
no.
Hmm.
But it depends. At some point we stop reacting. At
I
some
am not
point I
joking around.
realize I stopped reacting to
Exactly.
any
Yeah,
triggers. I understand it's all a game. Get my
exactly.
me emotionally involved, get my
It's not that
reaction.
I don't love them. It's just that I can't. I can't do it. I'm just like
Mm,
hmm.
right.
That's what I mean by protecting, and changing. And we all never be the same
Yeah.
after all that happened in the years. And it's okay. It's I'm good. I won't die, but no.
No, it's not easy. I mean, that's why we have emotional mental bodies.
Yeah, but we
When
have
I
to
get
own it
out
and we
of
have
my
to heal
body,
ourselves. We
right?
can't just be in our pain and be like, "Well, I'm complaining about it, because nobody's gonna really do anything except ourselves. It's just
Yeah,
us that can
well,
really see what's going on, and then what you're gonna do about it, you know?
I
Because
normally I don't talk to anybody anymore, to be honest. I mean, it was just basically James, and
yeah, I'm willing to
he's
help
too
everybody and talk to
busy.
everybody, but
I mean, she was another person whom like tested by time.
yeah, exactly.
Um, but she's too
And you
busy.
too, like Rob, every time you told me that, like not every time, but most of the time when you want to do something and everything, it's always hard, because it's like people don't always put the same energy and stuff like that. And, you get to see that it's not exactly what you wanted and what you thought and everything. And it's like, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Me, you get what you get because I'm always super like too much,
We're
maybe
all
sometimes, but I mean, it
different.
is what it
We
is.
have different blueprint. I
And
mean,
I'm done.
different
I'm done trying
personalities.
because even if I try, it's not enough. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I told you what I have in my pockets, right? I got a bunch of that. think I'm funny too, so it's good. Whatever works,
Um,
That the dark ones, they hate that. If anybody wants a good, way to address all this, you need to be laughing at that because they
Yeah.
think they're so serious and badass, and when you think they're funny and everything, they don't really like that. They're like,
they
oh.
don't understand laughter. They don't understand jokes.
Yeah, and they don't really want to, interface with that.
Priscilla, I got a good question for you. Are you still seeing all those craft? You have
Yeah,
the best audience out of anybody I
they're
know.
insane.
Like,
I'm
what's
doing that.
going
I'm
on?
doing that. How do you do like I have a sign saying I want more. I want more. I'm not
Mhm.
filming them. I'm not filming them. I'm like, what do
But
you
you
want?
know whom you are seeing, Priscilla? I said that before. I'm saying it again. What I see is your own
Yeah,
selves from other realities
yeah,
comes to
yeah. They're my
see you.
crew.
They give you energy and they also give you information with that energy.
Yeah, and they're
She
they're
has
they're
the
bringing
most
in the
amazing
codes
sightings out of
also. Like
anybody.
I'm the anchor, but they're bringing in, and we're working like a huge
Right.
bunch of
Yeah.
people and everything because we're bringing in the through the gates and everything through the timelines and the stargates, and it's a whole system, and they're not here for me to film them to show to people. A lot of people are seeing them now, so I'm like off the hook with
And it's
that, like I kind
aspects
of
of you.
sometimes do it, but it's not the purpose. The purpose is they're with me, and we're a group, and we're bringing in possibilities through the grids, and for everybody to have the possibility to know, and we're trying to replug all of it and the ancients, everything, blah blah blah, and I'm not going to say more. All the good stuff, okay,
Right.
like for
Good.
real, and it's all good, and like everybody is part of it, like really, if they want, everybody can, like it's not more one than others, it's just some are before the others, but I think that all the bad that's coming out, it's for us to be able to address that and see how bullshit we were fed, and try and see that there's other things, and we need to be courageous, and yeah, that's it. We have to see all of it really, because it's like that also with the, let's say, psychology and Carl Jung, the archetypes, and owning your archetypes, and when you ignore your shadow and you don't want to acknowledge something that you think is really bad that you're doing, but you're kind of still doing it, then that's when you're rotting inside, and that's when you feel bad about yourself. You need to own your shit. You need to stop pretending you're a perfect nothing's perfect here. No one is. Everybody's all of it. So we have to try and everybody's not so good and so bad, and of course there's worse people and bad people, bad beings, but I mean, us as humans that are awakened, we need to try and see what are our parts that we think are really bad, and try and own them, like address them, not hide it from people, and not whatever, because that's the shame and the guilt and all that is really what's making people
It's a
shady.
manipulation technique
Yeah,
by
it's shady, it's
used
programs.
against us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to not feel ashamed for nothing, because everybody's got bullshit that they did, and everybody's got stuff, and everybody, and if you don't want to go and keep doing that as a bad behavior, that you get lost in wheels and doing self-destructive patterns, because they're known patterns to you, and they're easier, and they're like making you feel disconnected or whatever. Well, you need to address it with an open mind and merge these things and stop the compartmentalization of all of it, because we're really complicated beings. We're complicated, so, and we change. We change, so we need to try and navigate this as best we can. Nobody's perfect.
Right. Well, that's a mind that does I can't even say it.
The mind keeps
1128.
telling you bad things
Right.
all the time.
Yeah, yeah, because it tries to rationalize the
Yeah.
behavior. But what I know about myself, for instance, if I do something against my soul, what my soul wants,
Oh
right?
yeah.
I mean, I just can't live with myself. I stop respecting myself. And for me, to stop respecting myself is
Yeah.
just the worst of the
Yeah. I
worst.
snap at a
So I
certain
just
point.
simply
Yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah.
I just like, I might start doing
It's getting hard
something
to
just
play.
to be
Yeah.
an observer and to see what's going on here in the situation that I was involved in. But
Mm.
then I just leave quickly.
I know that I've been
I
trying
just
to
can't
do
deal
things
with
that,
it.
yeah,
I
that I,
can't
and
not
then
be
I snap. Yeah.
myself. If
Mm.
I am like stopped from saying the truth, what I see going on, like let's say
No,
in a
you don't
group
feel
of
good. You
people,
can't. No,
that's it. I leave that group of people
I know. Mm. It's
because they're
really hard.
playing. I mean, I see the masks. I see
It's
them
hard because
playing
we
their
don't have
game.
so many people that we can talk to, but
Um,
you have you, and you don't really need much more than that. You do, but
right.
if it's gonna be to be uncomfortable or be feeling like unwell, because yeah, I really always feel bad. I feel bad
Right.
in here.
Feel
Like
physically
I
sick
want to
for a
die. I
bit.
feel like I'm gonna melt. So if I'm gonna feel
Right.
like that, I'd rather not. So that's why I
Right.
was saying earlier, you try and feel it. What makes you feel okay.
Right. Be yourself and be honest with yourself. That's the only thing you should do to feel
Yes,
good and be always healthy.
yes, yeah.
Yeah,
And but
and
And
I guess our health
we're
is the most important thing right now, right? Because like with the way people are
yeah,
getting
we're being
attacked,
attacked. Yeah, exactly. Everywhere.
yeah.
So we really have to be mindful of everything and feel things and try and speak good words to things. If you speak, because the words, the spelling, it's always again witchcraft spelling,
Spells.
whatever. But it is what it is, and we program the reality with sound and our energy and things. So if you don't feel good about things, you can write something and just read it out loud. You force yourself to do little things like that, because and then
Mm.
you put an alarm on your phone if anything, but you have to kind of discipline the little things, and then things change. But you have to do it regularly to have a real change in your life, because these other things, the bad things, they're regular and they're a lot, and you have to counter it.
Right. Yeah, that's why
yeah.
it's better not to talk to too many people. Just have the trusted, maybe
Like
one or
you,
two if
Rob.
you're lucky.
Yeah. You talk to a lot of people. You interface with a lot of people. So you would really, really, really be wise to force yourself to every day before going to bed to speak certain words, just to disconnect to everything and just cleanse your energy with your own connection to your infinite self,
I swim in
whatever.
the
Can
ocean
you send
every
me how to
day.
do that
That's how
again?
I cleanse myself.
Yeah,
Because
well,
that would be yeah. You sent me how to do that, right? You sent me.
well, it's
I thought
okay.
you.
It's
You
okay.
can,
I will.
you're a creative being. You can, the whole idea is make up
No,
your
but I will.
own way of cleansing yourself. That's what we say in the session. Remember, you're
Yeah,
a creative being. You make up
exactly.
your own way. There's no certain way. And those people who tell you on YouTube, oh,
It's
there's
just
certain thing, a
no,
ceremony, you have to do certain
no,
words to say. No.
no.
For yourself, create your own ritual. For
Yeah,
me, I swim and I just like, I am that amphibious being on Series B that moment. I connect with water. I
yeah.
talk to James. Thoughts come like from my soul. I
Yeah,
see everything
you're in your field of
clearly.
connected in
Right.
quantum
Yeah.
interfacing, and you can
Right.
imagine it like you want. That she's right. It's really
Exactly.
like there's no rules. The others are there just to cross reference that there's a way of doing these things, and they're doing it like that, and that one's doing like that. So you can have an idea, and then you try it, and you're gonna feel it again how you want to do it. It's like imagining your own cartoon in your mind, but you have to like
Make
interface
up
with
your
it,
own
you know?
way. Yeah, yeah. Like I shake certain way in the water, so all the, negativity and stuff that was absorbed from my client, for instance, if I do it
Yeah.
after session,
You disconnect
gets
from that.
away.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
washes through me
Yeah.
with
And you can
salt.
imagine you have a force field around you. And your force field, if
I do
anything
all of
that's
this. I
not
do
you,
multiple things
yeah, you always create
without me.
whatever in the everything's, like in dreams. There's nothing you can't come and tell somebody, oh no, that's not possible. It was in your dream. In your dream, everything is possible. So it's like that.
Because it's
It's
just a
exactly like
different
that.
reality. You're visiting different reality,
Yeah.
and it's more real than this, by the
Yeah,
way.
and it's malleable. And you are
Mm.
all powerful. You can create whatever. Me, I
To
like the booby
interact with
traps
all
also.
those
You have them looping. You
realities.
remember like in Doctor Strange kind of thing, what he does to Loki. He has him falling for like half an hour. That's super good. Whatever. It is good though. Things
Maybe
like
we
that.
could
They
finish.
make you laugh and you like it, and there's energy there. So you can have that and make and think you're funny also. So it's even better. You know.
Yeah, this was great. This was great. Well, do you guys want to say anything before we finish up? Right, because it's like 11:30 here. I'm thinking. I'm starting to get.
I
I'm
know.
starting to get sleepy.
Me too. I'm falling
Yeah, yeah.
asleep, kind
And
of
we
going
could
into
just,
a trance.
chat about this, but it's people have to practice. If they want to practice, they can call us. You know,
And we can do a
Oksana
part.
does
We
sessions.
can
We
do
can do
another one of
sessions.
these. Like
I
this
do
doesn't
sessions
have to be the
also.
only. You know, I'd have you
Yes,
guys
let's
back on
do
again anytime. You want anytime
like
you guys want to
Crystal
come on.
Yeah,
Gate
for
and
sure.
all this. Maybe
Yeah.
next
Yeah,
show. We didn't
you,
get to
you need
that
to tell
because
me.
we haven't seen with Priscilla for quite a while, right?
Oh
You know
wait, you
what?
Yeah.
want?
I'm
That's
so
right. You wanted to
thankful.
talk about the crystal realms. Do you want to go over it real quick to like
Crystal
give a
Gate
preview for next
project and
time?
SSP, the
Well,
session we
okay,
did with
I can say
James.
real quick. Yeah. Well, all this is for a very good reason. Everything that's going on, like literally, like people that can look into like the old world and Tesla energy and everything. There is etheric energy in this reality, and there are crystal realities and crystal interfaces like tech. And we are the tech also that can sync with that, and all the like the elemental place where I brought James. It's kind of the crystal realms. So there's also Michael
Crystals,
Sala, I
yes.
think, that with his this guy from Army, what's his name, GP, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They talked about like some arts and stuff like that. It's like it's parallel to that. There's interfaces in the earth that we're trying to reactivate with the grids and everything. It's not just for oh wow, there's ETs and this and that. This is not for nothing. It's for everybody to access like free energy and be able to be good and be creating what they want and not be struggling. And it's for all the interface completely. So you know the ones that are grid workers and everything, that's why we're doing this. That's the reason. That's the crystal realms. And it's not just woo woo, and it's just not just having nice crystals in your room and stuff. It's not for that. And
Crystals are everything. They're everywhere underground in the planets.
huge ones.
My daughter says that she sees crystals in some people, like large
Yeah.
ones and
And
crystalline energy
they're
or DNA.
the ones that with the pyramids and everything that's been going on with the pyramids. They found the things under, and people are saying, oh, it's a energy frequency thing. Yeah, yeah. And it goes with the crystals and everything and the people in the
Mm-hmm.
sky, and we're pumping that shit up. Me always tell them, yo, mess up, put the pedal in the metal, let's bring it. Open the gates, mom. So we can all, for real, I'm not joking. They must say I'm crazy, but it doesn't matter. They're crazy too.
Yeah.
You gotta be to do what we're doing. Like we're trying to help everyone, but I mean, this is way more than blah blah and everything. These things are real, and we're doing it, and all this is very real. Me, I've been seeing so many things in my mind, and then seeing it like from books of ancient whatever and this and that, and I was like, whoa, this is not like for play, and we
We
can play
know
all we want, but
everything.
everything, and
Yeah.
most people aren't even aware of all of it. And even like I could go and we can do another show, but like, yeah, we connect together, the humans, we're super powerful. You just need to get it.
Yeah.
We need to believe it and understand it
It's
at a
true.
deep
Yeah, I'm
level,
trying
not
to
just
always
here.
zap the hearts of everything and cohesive with the mind, and I try to connect and with the earth and everything. It's like toroidal fields over toroidal fields, but it's everybody that's like their in higher self is more the one deciding. I'm not specifically addressing everybody. I mean, it's like you know, a
Yeah.
shaped Coca-Cola can thing.
Black gold. Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All right, I love
Would
you.
you want
And
to? You guys want to tell people where they can find you and all that stuff? Whoever wants to go
no
first.
way, in the realm somewhere. No, I'm joking. Go ahead,
Priscilla,
Alexandra.
you have a channel, right? And I have a
Yeah, well, I
channel
have
and
my YouTube channel, and I have like me right now. I'm focused on creating the business. The business is going to be. I'm launching in not too long the online part, so I need to find myself a nutritionist that is specialized with children and holistic. So if anybody knows anyone, I'm gonna put ads and everything. I've got the logistics, ready. I got the everything ready, and now I'm gonna have to look for people. They're going to start helping me with the online part, which will be basically like parents. I'm going to meet with parents, with the nutritionists, and we're going to meet with them and see what would be best for the baseline protocol, which be like the food, the supplements, and the detox, for everyone basically. So that's like baseline, so that the kids are able to learn So they're like cleaned, and the cleaning of the environment as best as we can, because all this costs money. So I'm trying to get funding. I'm trying to work the system to try and see what I can do to make things more accessible. But basically, once this part is done, now this house here, it's sold. My dad sold it. So we're kind of waiting to see what my father will do. And based on that, because I thought that I was going to start the business here because we have a 7-acre land, right? Okay. And I guess not. The rug, poo, under your feet. Yeah. So I got the news one morning that agents were coming because the house was being sold and everything, and I didn't even know. You know what I mean? Yeah. And my dad, he knew about the business and everything.
Slow you down a little there.
Okay. I don't care because it's gonna happen regardless. So I mean, my plan was to make it run, and him profiting with me off it. Anything, I don't care. I really don't care about that. That's not my point. My point is that in my mind, I want everybody to be okay, including him and other people. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's fine. We got this. And when's the I'm gonna stop regressing and digressing here with all my emotional part. But it's okay, like we have to be with it. What can I do? I'm not gonna die trying, So yeah, and once that part online is done and it's rolling and everything, well, now I have more context to prove that I have like a business and I have money that's coming so that I can get more money and get the other part going. Because my goal is to really have as many people that want to come and be able to practice their modality, whichever modality they would want, or online or on spot with me. And I would just want them to run it, if anything, and I'll go do other ones. And I'm all in for all of it. So I'm just gonna try and do this as best I can in the best way I can with the system that's currently available, and trying to.
That's amazing, Priscilla. That really is.
Yeah, man. I've been working hard. I've been not talking to nobody, and everybody. Oh my God. I'm just being good and not unloving people, But we have to be like this disassociative on certain things because they just don't stop. They won't stop. Yeah. They won't. So we need to not stop neither, because if we do, we're toast, man. This is now Joey. Like we have to be very aware, if anything, or quiet.
Oh wait, let me tell you. And so Nat, we answered your question. You got to rewind the video. I had the guy who sent the PayPal. I told him he must have not heard. I asked him the question. Yeah, you got to rewind that. So definitely rewind. You must have missed that part, but they definitely answered your question.
Yeah, but what was his question again? It was on
he was the aspiring jazz musician. Who wanted to know about abundance?
It's in your belly, man. You need to find the reason in your heart and everything, and do things in little things in your direct environment that works towards that, and be seeing your end goal and believing in it and working yourself through it, but through all the threads of your life, like it has to come from your heart.
So focus is not the money, but spreading your music and being passionate in the moment.
And being good and mastering your things, and for the good reasons, to bring good in this shitty place.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
It's true, because there is everything here, and everybody is making things so bleh,
Yeah.
Why does everybody have to be so lame and lazy and not wanting to do good things and not wanting to have, you have to try and do it. And when you do things that you don't think you can do, or that you didn't really want to do, but you did it, and then you're happy, and that's how you get some more juice to do the rest. If you keep acting like and then, well, that's how you're gonna feel. Nobody's gonna do it for you.
It's a constant battle here. Every one of us is in a constant battle every day. You know what I mean? Whether it's spiritual, physical, emotional, it's like a warfare.
Most that are interested is to use you or feed on you or whatever, because so I mean, don't try and think others are gonna do it for you. Okay, if you're good, if you got some, and if everybody brings, okay, but in the baseline of your mind and your heart, it's got to be you, because then everybody's going to disappoint you, and then you're going to be whining about it again. So, it's true though. It gets you looping, because it's the emotion. You can't control it super well, and it's our power is there. It's in our emotions. It's the energy that we produce when we're super happy or super mad. So we have to be mindful of this because we are super powerful about it. You know, it's just
Right.
Yeah.
the force is in you.
We can
Oh,
talk. I have a feeling all night,
All right.
but I'm
Hey,
starting to fall asleep.
yeah.
Priscilla,
I love you
you were
guys.
finishing telling people where they can find you and all that.
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, you know, on YouTube, on Facebook, I have a X. I have a lot of platforms now. I have, you know, like yeah, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. On TikTok, I have a lot of videos with the crafts. They're amazing, though. They're really amazing. Yeah.
Is it by your name? They can just Google your
On
name,
TikTok,
Baptiste.
it's Crystal Rainbow 144. But yeah, Priscilla. I don't know if you can find it with Priscilla. No, TikTok is Crystal Rainbow 144. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I put both your
yeah.
YouTubes in the description, but like,
Yeah,
and
when
what's your
after I'll go on the video and I'll write in the comments. Okay, I'll go put it all in the
yeah?
comments.
Send me links, any links you want
Yeah,
me
I
to
will.
post. And
I will, but
Oksana,
I
do you
can
want
do
to
it.
tell them?
You can do it
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I
I'll
have
send
X
you
and I have
links.
Substack now too. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I like
that's awesome.
Substack. Yeah, and
Do you,
I'm
are you,
all in on Substack. I'm like, fuck it.
I love it too. I like it a lot. I like because
Because
you
I
can
have
write a lot.
I really like the whole spectrum of things, and I think that if we want to address the bad things, we have to kind of learn how to be badasses ourselves. You know, it's not all about the good. It's just like it's a lot of interfacing that is different. You know, like we have to be like owning our power, but it's another part of it. But I mean, yeah.
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 And Oksana, you were gonna tell them where they can find you at?
Yeah, well, I have a YouTube channel, I have TikTok. So YouTube channel is you can just put me on search, even though my clients tell me Oksana. If I put Oksana Buchanan on
Yeah, you're
search
hard
of
to find.
YouTube, your channel doesn't come up.
Don't you have an
I'm
email?
shadow banned badly. All these years I've been doing videos, shadow banned. I've seen how, remember Priscilla, how James would put like this great video about something. I would see views would go to
I have my videos on
150,000 or
YouTube. I have 5
whatever,
views on
and
them,
then YouTube
like with crickets.
would drop them down to 50K from 150K. I've seen this
But it's the
Nasara video.
Matrix.
It had so many views. It's like,
It's like that.
whoa, skyrocket, and then they drop them. That's what they do to my video, shadow ban, all this stuff. I don't care. I never monetize my
That's what I
channel.
mean.
Because my thing is just like I want to spread the truth, and
Mm.
those who you need to
Everybody,
find good,
if you wanna
will.
contact us, call Rob. No.
But no, we'll give you the we'll send you the links.
I'm joking.
My
Yeah, yeah.
channel and my email, I'll send you the links.
Yeah, we can put it in the comments and stuff. We'll do another show though when you want. Okay, tell us when and we'll come
Yeah,
back.
that'd be great. That'd be
We'll
great.
start
This was
getting the
fun.
information ready and everything.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you everybody for tuning in tonight, and thank you
Yeah.
Priscilla, and thank you Oksana, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good
Yeah.
night.